Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, to the world away. We now got issue 108 of Eagle Moss's Build a Delorean. Now this is exactly like we did in the last issue, except from the other side. So I'm going to have a muck around with the cameras, which is probably better because as you can see on the cameras here that I've got wall mounted, it actually faces this side. But I am still going to try and get a close-up camera when I do it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I learned from the last lessons of doing it last time to try and make this a little bit easier. So I might not be following the exact way they're doing it in the book. I'm going to be doing it my own way and probably still putting pictures up on the screen what I'm doing. But it is easier to put things together, like when we're actually putting the rails in here. It's probably best to connect them outside and then put them on. I'm babbling, aren't I? Let's get cracking on this. Okay, first thing we're going to need to do, obviously, I've got the EL rope here, which is already, I've been trained into these ports that it's going to be going in here. Matter of fact, that one's just fallen out, those two, which is typical. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting, we've got two of these sections here. Now, the one that we're going to be putting on is the one that hasn't got that many holes in. You see, this one's got loads of holes. This one's got hardly any, and obviously we want that bit down there. But before we put this on, I'm actually going to attach the bottom bit to it as well. They don't want you to do this yet in the instructions, but I'm doing it because it's a lot easier to assemble this outside the vehicle and then put it on the vehicle afterwards. So I'm going to take this tape off now, because this is going to be going into this hole just over here, just like that, and it's going to sit perfectly in there just like that. Okay, when it's like that, all we've got to do is we've got to start putting the first grill over the top. And once again, if we look at these grills, as you can see, we've got one with loads of holes in and one with hardly any. The one we want is the one with hardly any. This is just going to fit into the top like this. So we can line up all of these screw holes. And then the first thing we're going to do is put some AP screws in, just these ones here. Now, luckily enough, I've already got the screws ready to go. And there you go, that's the first screw in. We're going to put the second screw in now, and that holds that in place. Absolutely lovely. Put the second screw in, just like that. Excellent. And then what it wants us to do is it wants us to put IP screws into these holes here and here. So I'll do that now. I've got them ready as well. I'm not really going to need my close-up camera yet until we get round to this bit, but I'm going to pre-warn you. We are going to have to turn this thing upside down again to do this bit of grill that goes underneath the vehicle. And that is going to be a living nightmare, I'm guessing. But we'll see. So how is everyone? There's been a lot of debate at the moment about these hood. Now, honestly, I don't know if we are getting the hood. I don't think we are getting the hood, but there you go. If we do get the hood, then that's all good. But the reason people are asking where I got my information from is that when they had the full brochure from the Japanese build's actually done by D'Agostini, not by Eagle Moss. It doesn't make any mention of that, but as someone did point out, it didn't even make any mention of that for the white wall tyres either, so who knows. But if it comes, it comes. But anyway, that's that bit done, looking pretty cool. Okay, the next thing is the grill section that just goes around this bit. We've got two grill sections, as you can see on this now. We want the bigger of the two. So this one is going to be going in just like that. And as you can see, it covers all the holes there. And then what we're going to do is when this is lined up, we're going to be putting some AP screws just in this bracket here. So I'm going to get those ready now. There we go. That's the first one in. Once you get one screw in, it's quite easy. Getting that one screw in is a nightmare. Now, the other thing people are doing, that they're advising me out, that's something I can probably do still, and that is these black screws. They're painting them silver because apparently they look better silver. I don't know, but I can see what they're talking about. It's going to look pretty cool, to be honest with you. Okay, I'm just going to take this bit of masking tape off now because we're going to be putting the last two bits on. Now, once again, they want us to put this bit on and then this bit underneath. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put these on together first, just like so. And then clip this bit into here. Oops, just like so. Then this is just going to be following this round, making sure that your EL rope or whatever your wire is in the channels like it's meant to be. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. And then the next bit it wants us to do first is the grill that just goes around this section here. And we're going to be putting that in with just some IP screws only. So we've got this grill here. That's going to go just on there like that. But it's going to be connected with an IP screw just into those holes. So let's get that loaded up. thinking about it, this bit's probably a lot easier to do off the vehicle rather than on it. So let's see how this turns out. And if I think it's going to be better off the vehicle, we'll do it off the vehicle. Because you can see it wants to break apart already. But no, we've got the first IP screw in. That's lovely. Let's get the second one in. I hope you can see this okay on camera. I am aware that I'm only using the one camera at the moment. But you just know that's going to change. Okay, that's the second IP screw in. And that's that grill piece in there now. Okay, the next bit is the long piece, which is going across here. This is the one that looks like that, and it hasn't got any of the narrowed ends on it. This is going to be going on just like this here. And then once that's in, the first thing we need to do is attach it with AP screws to these brackets here and here. So I'm going to get that loaded up now. There we go. We've got one in. There's 3 more to put in for these APs here and on the other side here. I'm probably going to just attach the one on the other side first, because it goes over the top of that grill there. So let's get this one in. Got another AP screw to put in there. And then all we've got to do is put IP screws in these 3 here. And there you go, that's all of that bit just done completely round there. Now what we need to do is turn the thing upside down. Okay, I'm not too worried about lining this up yet. What I'm more interested in is getting this piece attached with the grill piece. So the grill piece is going to basically be going in like that. And it's going to be held in by IP screws here, but we have got a bracket here. So the thing is, when we attach this, is to get this bracket attached first. And make sure your wires are actually in the channels that they need to be. Okay, as you can see, this has got a slight bend in it. You want it so that the bend's going that way, towards that direction, not this one. You'll know it because the holes there will line up if you got it in right. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to put the AP screws in first into this hole just down here. And as you can see, you got it in right because these holes here for your neck screws line up with those holes just there. And these holes here are IP screws. Here's the second one. Don't push too hard on this because this is where the join line is and you don't want it separating, so probably best to just hold it from the back like I'm doing there actually. There you go, and that keeps that all the way in. And then the last one, we're going to put some AP screws in just this last bracket here. Again, making sure that your EL rope or your optic fibre is lined up in the channels that it's meant to be. That's that one in. You can see how fiddly this is now. Here's the second one. And then last but not least, we've just got the two lots of 2 IP screws to go in there. Now this is probably a good time that we can actually line this up with this plate here. Just like that. So we'll get the IP screws in just this bit here. I have to say this has been a lot easier this time than it was in the last issue. But obviously I know what I'm doing this time, so things are going to go a little bit better. So we've just got these 2 bits here now, just in the ends. Whoops. So what do you think, peeps? Do you think we should paint these screws silver now? Because this is the last of the power coil grill. And I'd like to thank my daughter for providing her jumper there, nice and fleecy for when I've done that. But I'm just going to turn this back over the right way. There you go, that's all back around the right way. And then once again, this is what it all looks like over both sides here. Looking just like that from the back. And I've got this little bit in the centre here that I mentioned last time, which I am going to leave that there. I think it looks pretty cool actually, but we have got to have something going over the top of it. And then there's the front of the vehicle. So there you go, that's what it all looks like lit up. There's the front and the back looking like that. Underneath And there's the side we just did today. Looking pretty good. And then on top here, as I said, I have got this little channel just here, which I'm probably going to leave. I like that. So there you go, fiddly issue, but nowhere near as fiddly as it was last time. What we got coming in the next issue, I did tease this in the live stream that I did last Thursday, but look, it's just wires. Nothing but wires, a whole issue of wires. I'm guessing the blocks on here are probably the bits that go just onto the top of this vehicle here. So we'll see when they come, but that will be coming next Monday, not next Thursday. I'm off to London this weekend, so I can't wait for that. If you didn't know, our channel, or World of Wayne channel, has got a forum. If you click over onto this little card here, it will take you directly to that forum, and you can discuss everything you've seen here. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed that video. Take care.